Welcome back, everyone, to another fine episode here of The Long Dark with me, Dead Man Command, and this, of course, our playthrough with Will the Mac. Just taking a quick look here, seeing what our general stats here are looking like, and seeing what kind of operation we've been running here is really what we're looking at. And again, we've been doing pretty good here. We've won a bunch of wolf struggles. We've had a ton of close encounters, which thankfully we've not died in a lot of those. We're at 50% of the world explored. A lot of that is still left in Mystery Lake is a big one, and there's a decent amount in Timberwolf Mountain. Other than that, I think we've pretty well explored most of what's in the area here. Let's see, it is 13 hours of daylight left, so we just woke up here. Getting a little bit of drink of water to start our day there, which is always a good thing to do. We've got our improvised tools here, though the improvised hatchet is getting a little worse for wear out there. We have been chopping a lot of wood and everything like that to stay safe. We are wearing also some I won't say non-ideal, but we're not wearing the best stuff we have. We're just working through the work boots here and the down ski jacket. Cargo pants are pretty good, as are the mittens and everything, but we can keep those pretty well done up. We could, let's see, can we repair this? Yeah, pretty soon we would repair the tooth, get that back up. We've got a bunch of, things getting cured here and cured get over there. We should have... Oh, I know, there we go. There's the wolfskin coat. Again, it does degrade what seems to be fairly quickly, so we're just going to leave that there for now, let that go. I do realize it's a bit dark in here, but we'll head outside here in just a sec. Sounds like it's pretty windy out there, so we're probably going to have to stay indoors for a little bit here. Or maybe just go out there, chop a small piece of wood, that sort of thing. Okay, well, it's clear, at the very least. We have been doing a lot of, chopping up of all the furniture in the areas here. It is pretty cold, so it looks like we may just want to continue that for a quick bit. We've burned through a couple of days here. I know we did a lot of work on these houses here and the one up there on the ridge. We did some good work in there. I think we'll continue that for now, just to make sure that we get all the resources out of here and get everything that we want to collect and everything like that. If we see some animals or a bear or something like that, we might take advantage of that and see if we can, snag something and maybe make a bearskin coat or something. And all the opportunity that we have in these frozen waste days to get a lot of stuff. It looks like we can break down this bench. So we're at 20% now. I think it's a couple of percent each time, regardless of what you break down. Wow, that took a long time. We go from 28, so it's 3% per thing you break down regardless of how long it takes. And we just get a ton of resources from here. It's also plenty of time for the weather to cycle up, so hopefully that'll happen. It's not so terrible outside. I think that was the only thing we were leaving. Okay, there's this table. Sure, let's break that down and drop the TV that's already broken. Yeah, we're already down to 5 or 6 hours of daylight left. Now, I did notice the very last thing was that we got the question mark, so it might be pretty foggy when we step outside here. Now, it doesn't seem like that, but half the day just disappeared, so... Oh yeah, this is pretty shit. Let's go back inside, see if there's anything else in here that we can do. So that we're not stuck, trying to survive in the horrible wastes that is that blizzard there. But it looks like we've got pretty much everything here. Obviously the creepy corpse is there. Cabinet's empty, there's the radio. Since these have drawers, we can't break them down. It doesn't look like we can take anything from the toilet. Nothing left in here, and nothing left there. So we're gonna have to make that daring escape towards our Gwinnett hut to see if we can grab anything here. Yeah, it is again pretty chilly. Not so bad, but the conditions that this in really degrade really degrade your clothing quite quickly. Thought I heard a growl there. Here's how I was hearing things again, which is something that happens as often as like to be worrisome, but definitely often enough where it's like I am hearing things definitely. Alrighty, let's see here. And we do want to go ahead and drop a bunch of our materials away. I think what we'll do is take all the reclaimed wood here and just make this a cloth stash. And then I know we were dumping a lot of the reclaimed wood over here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we'll take all this cloth and dump all the reclaimed wood. We have a ton of reclaimed wood in here. Like, probably more than we could damn near ever use. Let's also grab... yes, we have plenty of fishing tackle here. And let's repair a bit of our clothing, like the toque here. I'll spend some time, you know, now that we've got some daylight here, and we can repair everything to make sure everything's good to go. And I'll remind myself. So it uses 10% of the fishing tackle each time you repair something. 73, I bet we could probably get, yeah, that's probably decent enough. 100% there. Now 80s, I think this you can repair up to 40% too, so we're going to hold off on that. However, the socks, I think you can get 30% as well. And you, we can get, yeah, I think we're good on all of these. Again, 80s and 70s are like, well, you're not really getting a lot of good use out of it, but, well, I mean, you're still getting some good use out of it. But still, you're losing a significant percentage that you kind of want to repair, but you also want to maximize how much you're getting out of, how much you're getting out of your tools and things like that. So let's put everything. Okay, we can take all this cloth since we've done it now. And let's see, this is okay. We'll take this reclaimed wood and put how much cloth we can put in there. We'll just make this all cloth and put all the reclaimed wood in the other one. All, yep, we're good there. And in fact, why don't we do all, just maximize these small ones. 15 in here. And then put all this back. And we actually might be full out here, so yeah, it doesn't look like we'll be able to put everything. Sure can. Awesome. Put the rest in here. We do have plenty of coal and some scrap metal. Again, obviously, since we want to make some more improvised tools later on at the the forge in the ship out there in Desolation Point. We'll do that. Let's see. Is there anything else we can do here? We can start a fire, melt some water, of course. We could do that if we need to, but we've got quite a bit. And we might do that a little bit later tonight. I should check, see if we have any, what our stash of food is looking like. We never did hit that 25 days. I don't know if you need to start with 25 days of it, or if you can just do it at any point. But, again, I was really hoping to get that this playthrough, but looks like we've got a decent amount of fresh wolf meat there, and we are just letting this rest of this stuff degrade. We've got a little bit of ammo in there, and a really nice hunting rifle. That's awesome. Let's see, and then all this food, yeah, we're already down to only 15 kilograms, so a lot of food's been degrading, and I guess this is condensed milk is supposed to stick around forever, because it literally says, if I'm not mistaken, keeps forever, and yet it is degrading, so I guess it doesn't really keep forever. which is too bad because that's really high calorie food right there. But I mean, obviously we do have quite a bit of, you know, supplies in here. Decent amount of percentage on there too. Let's see. Yep, everything's good to go there. We're at pretty good condition. We are a bit winded, but nothing too crazy. Let's peek back outside, see if in that small time that we did repairing everything, anything changed. Kind of doubt it, but we got lucky. Wow. Okay. So it's actually warm. We head out here. We do have a decent amount of fishing tackle. Okay. Definitely thought I heard some footsteps. So we could go fishing here in the next couple days, and that would definitely benefit our food stocks. Not that that's like in bad condition. I know fish doesn't really last as long, I think, as wolf meat and deer meat. I'm not 100% on that. I haven't had too much experience with fishing and stuff. I find it just not as useful as actual hunting that you just come upon and, you know, encounter. I mean, especially when you run into these wolves that won't run away. It's like, well, you know, I'm not just gonna like let this body stick out there. I'm gonna try and get the use of it. And since, you know, one wolf, especially when you're half starving yourself like I am during this playthrough, you know, you can last quite a bit, like 4 or 5 days on one wolf. So now when you're burning through days like we are here, you know, not as long, but still quite useful. Alright, pick up all these sticks here. Let's chop up some fir limbs here. I'm not too worried about using the improvised hatchet here. I mean, I'm obviously not going to repair it since we can make new ones. Not easily, but fairly quickly. Looks like the wind's picking up here. We can probably sneak in another hour here. They still have 1 hour of daylight left, and that'll be enough, I think, to definitely encourage us to head back to the gas station here in the lonesome hut. Kind of odd that we didn't run into any animals around here. If they patrolled, they probably patrolled when we were chopping up that bench in the door, or in the other room over there. Just focus on my goal, which is the door. Plus, you all know by now, I just lose my mind when I start playing here. Alright, I mean, we've got a decent amount of wood. Empty search. Okay, that's full. That's full. We've got some sticks that we'll take. And I think we've got some of these we can stash over there. And let's just start putting the firewood in here. Excellent. Yeah, we'll just stick with all the sticks that we have. Stick with the sticks, you know, that sort of thing. Let's see, 82% is the lowest one, so let's grab that. It'll be our food for tonight. We do have a pretty significant stash of water there. We got matches, we got tinder plug, we got sticks. Let's do this. Actually, what percentage? Okay, our torch is 100%, so we don't need to replace that. We'll start ourselves a fire here, and I'll get chat set up here. You can really tell that they go in waves of advertising here on Twitch, so I think everyone's seeing that 7-Up commercial now. Okay, let's melt 2 liters of snow here. And then we'll see what, you know, what we're looking at here. We might go for a little bit more water and everything like that. Oil, 2 liters there. That'll get us down to about 15 minutes or so. And we'll see how many sticks we have. We might just switch over to using non-stick stuff. Melt that some more. And again, just getting into the darkness is super helpful because, you know, you only sleep 12 hours, and you want to get into the, you want to get into some daylight, so when you wake up, it's not like pitch black everywhere you go. Alright, 18 minutes. Well, we got 4. We only have 4 sticks. You know what? let's just use them up here. 40 minutes. We can definitely do one more liter there, so let's melt that. I'm surprised we're not getting thirsty here at this point. It's been about 2.5 hours of standing literally over a fire, which is, I think, dangerous. Staring into a fire like this, you know, just like eyes into the burn pit. Like, I think you're basically a little toasty, but this Will dude, he's a survivor, as we know. He is a survivor. Drink that. We'll probably drop about, probably about 4 liters of water here. Awesome. Let's head over to bed. We'll eat, drink. Oh, we've already drank, so eat here. And sleep for, let's do 9 hours. That seems reasonable. Looking good. About 13 hours. Okay. Drink all this water. We may need to pick up another liter of it just to be safe. Looking good. We got the weapon. We got our hacksaw, which is probably a bit unnecessary, but that's okay. And let's see. How's our condition of this? Okay, still in the 70s. I think we'll at least get 30% on these, if not more. So let's just stick with what we got here. You know what? They're at 100%. Maybe we switch out the gloves as well, just because we haven't needed them too much. Yeah, that's good. 84%. That's not bad. Obviously, the mittens are much better, but that's not bad. And you know what? Let's try some fishing today. We haven't done that in quite some time. So let's grab the 80% one here. And let's grab this fishing tackle. Looks like we do have a lot more bullets in here than I was expecting, which is nice. So let's grab maybe 3 fishing tackle. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They break pretty easily, if I'm not mistaken. And then we'll head out here. We'll just head out to the first nearby fishing area, and then we'll see what we can pick up today. Ooh, looks pretty foggy. And it is fairly cold. So we will be outside. Let's go peek into this house over here first. Oop, I definitely hear a wolf out there. Don't see him, but our visual range is pretty limited. Let's peek in this house here, since we know we cleaned out the one over there. Over there, you know, it's right over there. Alright, cleaned out this area. Looks like, okay, there's still plenty of chairs and shelving and everything here. So let's do just a quick, let's start from the back here. Make sure we've got everything from the bathroom, toilet. Yep, take everything there. We can chop down this table. Got the reclaimed wood there. Only 3, but again, not expecting too much from a small table. That's a drawer. Those are drawers, drawers, drawers. Drawers there. Let's hack up a chair here. Because I do want a good amount of time that we can go fishing for. Wow, we actually ruined that at only like 15%. So that sucks. That was really quick. Huh. You can only harvest it. Okay. Well, what are you going to do there? So we don't have a hatchet, but we still have the knife, and the knife is what matters. Because the knife will help us chip through the ice, and a knife will help us fight off the wolf if we have one. Looks like it's just going to be a foggy day today, no matter what we do. Pick up a couple sticks here to see if we need to start a fire. It is pretty darn cold here today. But we can see pretty far now, so we're fairly safe if I don't, you know, just stare at the ground the whole time trying to pick up sticks and then just blunder into a wolf. Which, I won't say hasn't happened. I'm not going to say that. And then walk up here, grab some more wood, just so when we, obviously we'll need to start the fire to keep ourselves warm while we're fishing. And from what I remember, you can't warm up the ice in the fishing hole. You just have to just straight break through it, which is a little too bad. I was hoping that you could like just start the fire, warm it up for a bit, and because it has a percentage there, but I guess that's just for, you know, smashing through it and whatnot. Stick there, stick there, stick there. And you do get quite a bit of your... I'm surprised you get 2 scrap metal back from the hatchets. That seems like quite a bit for, you know, getting stuff back. But hey, I mean, I'll definitely take it. It does look like that one is the closest. That one may be closer. That one way out there. Maybe closer to the fishing village that's out there. But I think we're going to head to this one out here because it's just straight on back to our coastal town site and everything. Obviously, there's one of the islands out there with the houses on top. I don't know if that's the Recluse's one, or if the other one out over to the, well, hard to tell where it is. Out that way, on the far side, is where the other house is. There's the bear that lives in that area in there. I think his cave is right there. I think that's his cave. Or it's in there. One or the other. Yeah, pretty chilly. A little surprising. I mean, there's that. That must be east then. Don't see any animals. This is probably the longest we've gone in Coastal Highway without seeing any animals here. Okay, just checking. Empties. We got some matches that we left here. That's good. Don't want those to degrade yet. So yep, there's our 100% frozen fishing hole. Let's break it up here. Didn't actually say how long it will take. Hopefully not that long. Looks like it's taken at least an hour now. Yeah, looks like it'll take at least an hour. Maybe an hour and a half. We're getting pretty cold, so let's drink a bit of water here and then start a fire with all the wood that we have, just so we don't, you know, freeze to death. And then we'll be able to fish in peace with knowing that we'll be warm and toasty and have water, and hell, if we want to, we can cook the fish right here and there. Right here and there. Right now. Getting that fire started, buffing up our skill to 100 plus 100 plus 100. Let's add some sticks here. Probably be plenty. So let's do, yeah, wow, let's do start fishing, sure. Hey, got a rainbow trout, nice. Nice. Anything else? Nothing, okay. Did that use some of our fishing? Well, didn't use it up, so that's cool. We're doing right on warmth at 17, because this is adding a bunch of warmth here. We add some fuel here. We can do 3 hours of fishing here now. Obviously it'll burn down, but not too worried about that. Nice, another rainbow trout. If we get another one, I should actually read the description. Okay, so our fishing line broke. Which one did you use? He used the 100% one. Damn it. We want to use the 80% one, dang it. Again, still pretty warm. 38 C's, so let's get pretty toasty in there. We'll fish for 3 more hours, see what that gets us, assuming not a broken tackle. A small saltwater fish, named for its iridescence. And it is a rather pretty fish. I like the model that's down there. Looking at us straight in the face there. Pretty good. Again, pretty damn small, but still. Just blowing up some rainbow fish here. Fish for days here, son. 1% frozen. Ah, you're a punk. Alright, but it is getting a bit cold again, so we do have quite a few fish. 6 fish in one day, that's not too bad. All of them are quite small, of course, but what are you going to do? Alright, well that's probably good for today. Let's head back. Looks like it did warm up just a little bit. So this is obviously a rainbow trout kind of area. So we'll see if maybe we switch over to one of the far ones, maybe that one way over there. See if we get any different fish next time that we go fishing. Or if this just is just what we get here. I mean, there's also Mystery Lake, which should be a freshwater one, as well as Timber Ridge's fishing area, which should again be freshwater. This is saltwater because it connects to the sea out there. And then fishing, is there any fishing huts? I think there's one. I think there's a fishing hut in Desolation Point. There should be, though I'm not 100% that there is. Yeah, not 100% that there is. Let's head back. With all this time, we're probably going to have to cook up quite a bit of fish and replace our hatchet, so we've got some work to do when we get back to the... let me just quickly head back to there. We'll have to use up some of our stock of stored up wood, but I'm not really worried about that. Could have sworn. I'm really starting to hear things. I guess I'm just really paranoid that we're getting close to 100 days. We're within about I think we're on day 87 now, so we're getting pretty close, and I really want to hit that. So I guess we're just getting pretty close, pretty paranoid here. What else did we leave in there? Searched. Oh yeah, the survival bows. That's right. That's right. Let's grab out of the drawer here. Yes, we'll take 71% hatchet. And let's see. Do we need water? We don't really, but we do need to cook up all this. Well, we don't really need to cook up all the fish. Good there. Let's search this and just put all the fish in there. Since they can degrade down to about 50%, like we knew. I think they'll degrade pretty damn quickly, but, you know, even if it's tomorrow, we can still cook up quite a few of them. But yeah, they're not going to be, we're going to have to eat a whole bunch of them to get any sort of the amount of calories that we get from the wolf meat here. Pretty good there. Again, didn't really use up too much of that. We can break down the extra tool that we got there. Well, it's not so much extra as since it's ruined, we don't need to keep it around. Harvest that. It, you know, it served its purpose and everything. Served its purpose. And we can put all the fishing, everything there. And we got some cloth, apparently, from... oops, no, that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. You know what, we take... Actually, I was gonna take one of the scrap metals, but I don't think we need to. And we can just keep the fishing line in there. Let's... There we go. We need to take a cedar, yes. Fire barrel here. Tinder plug, that's fine. Cedar firewood, fine. Let's start with the sticks, though. Start all that up. And this will be where we call it a night. I think we've done quite some good work here. We'll just cook a bit more water, you know, as one does. Cook water, and then you know, with just a little bit amount. Excuse me, a little bit amount of wood that we have here. Yeah, just to melt 2 liters, and then we'll probably call that a night. Already having 10 hours darkness. That's nice. Boil that baby up. Looking good there. We'll go on over here. Drop just one of them this time. But again, adding to our supply here. There's that canned peaches. Oh, right. Can't forget to eat and drink. You'd think, you know, it'd be a bit more obvious when I hadn't done that. Will feels the hunger, but I guess he's just so used to it by now that he just doesn't even worry about it. I'll just go 10 and bump a little bit over, just so we make sure we get into at least some sort of light here. I think it actually looks like this will be the episode as well, so thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate your views and everything like that, so don't forget, of course, to like, subscribe, follow, and have a good time. We'll see you then. Ba 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 ba.